Testing, testing, 1, 2. All right, everybody, welcome to this Sunday afternoon game. Your Proctor Rails playing hosts to the Cloquet Lumberjacks. "15 minutes on the clock, first period about to start." Declan starting off between Will and Max. Cloquet wins, they trip. Max picks this one up, dumps it into the zone. Drop back, Matt picks this up just inside the blue line, fires one, kick save. Will sends it out front, that's intercepted. Max knocks it away, but Cloquet will exit the zone. Down the wall, Gray stops that one. Gets it up, but not out. He's knocked down from behind. Rails clear. Rink wide pass puts him Cloquet right back into the zone. Matt takes this away on the half wall. On behind, drops into the corner for Will. Will chips it back to the far corner. Max on the half wall, he gets beat. Matt now starts ahead, gives it to Will. Rink wide pass, hits Gray. Declan squeezed off the puck there. Cloquet sends it this side into the zone. Sends up, but not out of the zone. Cloquet centers, tips into the net. And with that, Cloquet jumps out to the early 1-goal lead. Ruxin wins the draw back for Garrett. He's checked into the wall. Cloquet down in, shot, scores. 13:37 left in the first. Cloquet jumps out to a 2-goal lead, just like that. Drop off the Wi-Fi. I can't get it to work if I'm on Wi-Fi from here. It blocks the code. Tipped into the zone. Cloquet down into the zone on the near side. Miles takes a player out there. Cloquet had the possession down in the corner. Tony now picks it up. Out of the zone near side. Backhand pass. Tipped into the zone. Cloquet goaltender plays it in behind. Taken away there. Near side corner. Held in at the point by Miles. Sent back out by Cloquet. Miles dumps it in from the red line all the way to the far corner. Lumberjacks in front of their own net. Backhanded ahead. This goes all the way down. And icing the call. 12:19 left in the first period. We're going to get an offensive zone face-off here for the Rails.
I could do that once.
Cloquet wins the draw. Stolen by Declan. Cloquet gets it back. Up the wall. Matt holds the point. Gets it back. Sends it back down again. Declan now with it.
Got it.
Tries to sidestep one. Cloquet wins. Shot on net. Save. Rebound. Pushed wide. Matt plays it up the wall. Cloquet will hold at the point. Will sends it back out again. Lumberjacks retreat to their own ends. Fans on the clearing attempt. Will in the corner. Out front for Declan. It's in his feet. Back to Will. Rails can't quite get it back out front yet. Declan on the half wall, able to win that battle. Okay, rink wide pass. They're out of the zone. In, just on sides. Shot from the near side. Blocker save into the high spot. Picked up by Cloquet. Poke check there, forces him to the corner. Pass back to the point, intercepted by Griffin. He's out of the zone, slaps one hard off the wall. That hits a player. Cloquet starts ahead. One more move. They were sides hit the line. No call, and they scored. Cloquet chips it ahead into the offensive zone. Miles battling for it there. His stick is tied up. Okay, walks off the wall. Shot from the slot. That's blocked. Miles tries to clear. That goes off of a body. Out front, tips, scored. Just like that, Cloquet has jumped out now to a 4-goal lead with 10:29 left in the first. Cloquet wins this draw into the offensive zone. Hard shot, whistles wide. Matt takes this one away for Tony. Tips it for Ruxin. Able to sidestep the blue line. He's out of the zone. Loses an edge. Sent forward. Gray intercepts just inside his line. Plays it up for Max. That's off his skate. Battling for it just outside the line. Cloquet does gain his own. Tony will tip it back out for Max. He races ahead. Poke checked off his stick on the wall. Cloquet comes back near side and they'll start ahead. Into the zone. Sent to the middle. Poke check from Matt. Rocks back to the wall with it. Cloquet to the point. Walks the line. Poke check by Tony. Puts it out. Cloquet will be forced to regroup in neutral ice. Sent back in again. Gray has it. Over to Matt. He's stick checked there. He's able to get it up and out of the zone. Chips a pass a pinching defender. Down into the offensive zone there. Got one on his back. Stops. Backhand centering pass. Will fighting for it there. Cloquet able to clear. Down in. Poke checked off his stick there to the near side wall. Played ahead. Held at the point. Down the wall into the corner. Cloquet centers. Nobody home. Garrett will pick that one up. He takes it himself out of the zone. Through the middle. In on the far side. Shoots from the blue line. Blockers rolling. Stolen off the goal line. They're going to say that one rolled in, so that'll be Garrett's goal, unassisted. Will with possession off the draw, poked off his stick. Still battling, that'll come near side for Cloquet. Played off the glass into the corner. Garrett the first one there. Fires this one hard around for Bria. She can't get it out of the zone. Cloquet starts right back. Hook to the middle. Miles attacks in behind. Near side with it. Sends it ahead. It's intercepted at the blue line, though. Cloquet holds the line. Miles backhands this one out of the zone. Lumberjacks from their own blue line, near side. Into the zone, taken away by Declan. He'll fire it off the glass. Cloquet steps up. Declan poke checks, but it's held in. Hard shot from the high slot. Rebound off the side of the net. Save there from Jace. Will now in the corner. That was through Declan's skates. Okay, back down into the circle. Rhea pokes this one to the line, but not in. Declan covering up in the back. He gets sandwiched between two Cloquet players, battling for the puck along the line there. Sent into the zone. Will blocks a clearing attempt, but Cloquet gets it right back. They'll send it ahead, intercepted by Miles. Waits for players to clear into the zone. Poked off his stick right back out. Cloquet, rink-wide pass. Ahead to the far blue line. Sent to the middle. Miles plays it down into his own corner. Tries to send it out front. Off of Ruxin's shin pad. Cloquet down along the wall. Still battling for it there. Sent to the point. They'll hold. Walks down the wall. Bottom of the circle's center. That goes through everybody. That gets out of the zone. Griffin putting pressure on there, forcing Cloquet to come all the way back. He falls at the blue line. Played in, back out again. Ruxin now picks it up. He's into the zone. Walks by one. He's hooked. Hauled down. And whistle there. We're going to get minor penalty. Number 8 is going to go to the box for hooking. Rails to the power play. Trailing by a score of 4-1. 6:10 left in the first period here. Power play unit today is Ruxin centering Garrett and Will. Miles and Matt at the points. One by Cloquet, cleared off a player. Went off the referee, actually. Miles has it at the points. Backhands one down to Will. Will sauces it over. It's deflected off his stick. Matt plays it down to the corner for Garrett. Garrett out front, shoots, rebounds loose. That's in the net, scores! Power play goal for Ruxin. Off the assist. He poke checked that one in off the rebound from Garrett. So that should be Ruxin from Garrett and Matt. And the Rails are back within 2 after that. 5:49. The time of that power play goal. Declan on the dot. Will possession off the draw there. He'll take it in far side. Chips this one in towards the net. Stick to side. Played up the wall. Matt tries to pinch. That gets past him. Gray comes over, plays it against the wall. Will helping out there. Matt blocks a centering attempt. He picks it up in the corner, sends it up. That deflects off a stick. Icing waved off. The goalie will come over and play it. Okay, up the far side. Drop pass there. It gets out. Will plays it ahead for Declan. He'll curl. Start right back into the zone. Sidesteps one. Back pressure there. He still has it. He's hauled down. No call. Matt takes this away just inside the line. He'll start ahead. 1-on-4 as he crosses the center ice. He dumps it into the corner. He'll be the first one on it behind the net. Sends it back out front through the crease. Shot from Max. Misses the net. Okay, stretch pass. Misses everybody. That's going to go for icing. And that will be the call. 4:32 left in the first. Score still 4-2. Offensive zone draw to the left of number 1, Lumberjacks goaltender. Cloquet wins the draw. They'll retreat behind their own net. Up the near side wall. Pitchfork to head. That's out of the zone. Garrett with a poke check there. Takes it away. Ripped into it. That's taken off his stick. Garrett curls in his own end. Skates ahead. Backhand pass near side for Tony. Into the zone. Plays it down the wall. It's underneath the Cloquet player. Tony gets it back. Up front for Rux. Puck's loose. Cloquet skates into that. Starts ahead. Into the offensive zone. Into the high slot. Shot. That's blocked by Garrett. Comes back out front. Backhand shot off the shoulder and over. Cloquet back to the near side point. Hard shot. That wide. That whistle's wide of the net. Garrett able to play that one away. Chips this one ahead for Griffin. That's held in at the point though. Griffin forces it out. Ruxin and Tony ahead. 2-on-1. Pass from Rux. Just hops off of Tony's stick. Cloquet plays it into their own corner. Tony's still battling. Able to take it away. Pitchforks it out front. Griffin couldn't get a stick on it. Garrett now picks it up. Shoots one into the defender. Ruxin takes his man down there. No call. Cloquet off the far wall. Garrett puts it right back into the corner. Ruxin steps up. It's played off the near side wall. Miles steps up, keeps it in with a skate, shoots it on net, gloved and held onto. We'll get a whistle. 2:49 left in the first period. We're going to get a wholesale line change for both teams and another offensive zone draw here for the Rails. Played forward. Matt steps up. Hard shot from the line. That hits a body out front. Cloquet will clear it to the far corner. Up the wall. And out of the zone. Cloquet in. 3-on-2. Near side circle. Drop pass. Sent back down to the corner. Back to the half wall. They'll play to the point. Shot from the point there is blocked wide of the net. Matt picks it up, plays it off the far wall. Like it's up to the line, but not out. Cloquet will rip it right back in. Lumberjacks, the first one's on it there. 5-person scrum there. 3 Cloquet players converge. Comes back out behind the net. Cloquet tries to start out front to the circle. Shot blocked. Comes to the near side circle. That's fired. Tipped wide by Will. Matt pokes this one ahead. Able to get it past one. Backhander. Oh, that's held in right at the line. Declan finally on the second attempt able to get it out. Tries to feed Will. Doesn't get through. Declan gets it back. Poked off his stick. Sent into the zone. Garrett picks this one up. Backhands it ahead. Right back out of the zone again. Cloquet down on the near side, far side. Down to the bottom, poke checked away by Jace. Puck still bouncing around just above the crease. Rhea picks this up, fires it, kicked to keep it in. Jace is laying down on the ice. We're gonna take a moment here to tend to him. All right, Jace is back up. We're going to get a defensive zone draw here for the Rails with 1:10 left in the first period. Draw one back. Garrett will pick this one up, fires it up the wall. Rux tries to tip it past, but it's held in at the point. Shot from the circle, whistles wide into the near side. That'll come all the way out of the zone. Lumberjacks hustle back. Tony putting the pressure on, forces them behind. They'll reverse, start back on the other side. Headman pass taken away by Rux. Miles from the point, shoots. That's blocked out front. Cloquet starts ahead. They're into the zone, down to the slot. Garrett takes it away temporarily. Hard shot there, off the stick. Puck bouncing around. Cleared by Ruxin into the circle. He finally gets it ahead, but that's held in at the blue line. Poke check from Rux there. Played into the slot. Garrett takes this one away. He'll start ahead. He gets on his horse down into the offensive zone. Poked off his stick there just inside the blue line. Stretch pass, shot. Jace with a last second save. I think the puck went up into his freezers off that. So 1 minute, I think a 1 minute break. Unofficial shot totals for the period, 9 for Cloquet for a first period save total of 5 for Jace. 5 total shots for Proctor for a first period save total for the Lumberjack goaltender of 3. We're going to take a quick break. Be back in about 45 seconds. All right, everybody. Second period about to start here. Jace working his way back to the crease. Declan will take this face off. He's got Max and Will on his wings. Matt and Gray at the points. Cloquet with possession off the draw. Poke checked away by Will. He plays it to the far wall. Declan forces it into the zone. Cloquet will start from there. Chipped ahead. Matt forces it to the wall. Can't get it away, though. He'll have to retreat to play it. Matt behind his own net. Hard off the wall. Pinch from the point. Holds the puck in. Declan takes it away into his own corner. Plays it ahead. Cloquet, one-time shot out to the slot. Cleared by Declan, but not out. Shot from the slot again. Hits Declan. That pops up. Will drops. Played by Cloquet. Still bouncing around in the slot. Matt finally has it in the corner. He'll reverse. Start out the other side. Hard off the wall. And that does skip over the stick and out. Lumberjacks. In behind their own net. Played up ahead. That's going to go all the way down. That might make it on net. Jace plays it for Matt. Matt, hard off the far wall. That goes off a body. Rux drops for Will. Into the zone. Tries to center. Not quite enough on it. Cloquet will take this one in behind their own end. Played ahead by Max, still battling for it along the wall. Sent up. Garrett pinches, holds the zone. Cloquet will start out the far side. Backhander ahead, Miles has. Plays it up for Ruxin. Ruxin and Tony, 2-on-1, over to Tony. Hops off his stick. Tony gets it back, sends it out front. Goaltender gloves and hangs on. We'll get a whistle with 13:23 left in the second. Okay, wins back to the corner. Around near side. Lead pass out of the zone. Miles able to take that one away. Chips it ahead, but that's taken right back by Cloquet. Down the far wall. Bottom of the circle. Centers. Shot. Tipped wide. Miles plays it ahead for Tony. He backheads it towards the line, but not out. Cloquet doing a good job tonight holding the puck in. Back down to the bottom of the circle, around behind. Centers. That's sent in by Ruxin, basically. Ruxin tipped that away from the Cloquet player. Jace will pounce on it. 12:48 remains in the second period. Rails changing. We'll get an offensive or defensive zone draw here to Jace's left. Declan wins back for Matt. Matt will backhand it around the wall. Held in at the point. Chip back down the wall. Matt back up the wall for Griffin. He'll start out. Lead pass for Declan. Hits him in stride. Poke check there before they can get into the zone, though. Griffin battling. Puck's in the zone. Okay, starts back out. Over to the far wall. Declan forces the issue there inside the zone. Puck sent back in. Declan was offsides, no call. And as we get a whistle, offsides the call. Okay, wins the draw. Go to the far D. Sent back ahead into the zone here off near side. Down to the bottom of the circle, around behind. Sent out front. That goes off a couple skates. Jace finally does find it and smothers. No shot there, but Jace, sensing trouble, will just cover up. Will hops in, takes this one. He's stripped of the puck, though. Sent right back into the corner. Gray will have to retrieve behind his own net. Rims it around. Gets it back. Backhands this one off the glass for Will. Slap back ahead. Into the zone on the near side. Sent to the slot. Taken away by Gray. Matt goes over the top of one of the players. Still battling along the half wall. Comes to the point. Held in. Rink wide pass, ends up in the far corner. Will picks it up there. Rink wide pass, that's intercepted at the blue line, but it does hop the stick and get out. Okay, will curl in their own end. Fire it back off the wall. Into the offensive zone across the middle. They'll force down to the corner. Okay, the first one's on it there. Garrett takes it away, up the wall for Griff. Held it at the point. Back down. Drop pass at the point. Shot from the top of the circle. Gloved. Jace will hang on for the whistle. 10:44 remains in the second period. Score still 4-2. Max tips this one out of the circle. Shot. That was about 4 feet wide of the net. Cloquet at the half wall. Walks down into the corner. Around near side. Into the high slot, still with possession. Steps into the slot. Bouncing around there. It's cleared to the wall by Miles. Sends it ahead. Tipped out of the zone by Ruxin. Cloquet takes it right back though. They'll wait to regroup. Down the far wall into the zone. Sent to the point. Shot. That misses the net. Cloquet with possession in behind. Comes around. Wraparound thwarted by Miles. Hits the referee on the clearing attempt. Tony will. Second effort, get it out. Rux forces the issue. Cloquet will turn back far side. Lofted ahead. Miles interrupts there at neutral ice. Cloquet reaches the red line and dumps it in. Garrett plays it ahead for Miles. That doesn't quite make the mark. Centering attempt off of a Garrett stick into the near side wall. Okay, around behind. Sent out front, tipped, kick save, stretching was Jace. He's able to get it clear, and that puck clears the zone. Good effort there from the Rails to force the issue. Tony couldn't quite corral it. Okay, right back into the zone. Garrett has. That goes high off the glass. Max starts ahead. Garrett picks this up from him. Hard shot. Ooh, whistled wide of the net. Cloquet retreats into their own corner. Up to the half wall. Tipped ahead. That's far side. All the way to near side here. Down into the slot. Hard shot wide of the net. Back to the slot. Shot. Gloved and smothered. 8:33 remains in the second. Okay, possession into the slot. That's taken away by Gray. Bria fans on a clearing attempt. Sent back far side. That'll be the first one on it. His stretch pass goes through everybody. Okay, picks this up in their own circle. Will force them out. Long pass, dropped. Into the zone on the near side. Around behind. Back to the far point. D-to-D pass here. Sent right back into the far corner. Matt picks this one up. Chips it ahead for Will. Gets it ahead to Declan. Declan, backhand into the zone. Hooks, no call. Tries a hand for Bria, but that's tipped away. Rink-wide pass. Springs the Lumberjacks into the offensive zone, far side. Matt forces the puck to the wall there. Sends back to the slot. Gray will pick that one up. He starts ahead. Dumps it off the near side wall. Goes all the way down. Cloquet's going to go. Goaltender elects to play it. Icing waved off. Rimmed around near side. Cloquet picks this up, sends it ahead. Garrett intercepts, send it back into the zone, but couldn't corral. Will puts the puck back into the zone. It's cleared again by Cloquet. They're 2-on-1. Now 3-on-3. To the line, but not out. Finally does squirt free. Declan tries to sidestep. That gets right back into the zone on a poke check. Cloquet comes in. They're waiting. They're in just on sides. Dumped into the corner. Garrett will play it there. Ahead for Will. Will still with possession. Ahead for Deck. He's bumped there into the wall. Battling with Griff. Sent all the way down here. Garrett picks it up on the half wall near side. Starts ahead. Tries to stretch for Tony. It's intercepted. Tony has the puck now. Sidesteps one. He's into the zone. Down the far wall. Bottom of the circle. He's tripped. And with that, Cloquet gonna go to the box. Number 6, minor penalty for tripping. Rails to the power play here with 6:07 left in the second period. Ruxin on the draw. Cloquet will win that one back to the corner. Played up off the wall. Miles has it. Over to Matt, near side point. That skips off his stick. He'll just dump this down into the corner. Play to the corner where Garrett battles for it. He's got it on the half wall. It's under his feet. Cloquet able to send it across. Miles will hustle over, holds the zone. Dumps it down. It's intercepted at the half wall and sent out. Matt picks it up at his own blue line. Ahead, hits a Cloquet player in the shin. They'll start back with it. Poke check at the blue line, taken away. Garrett now has. Garrett backhand into the far zone. Over to Rux. He can't pull the trigger. It's taken away there. Will skates past the puck there. Cloquet reaches the red line, dumps it into the end. 34 seconds left in the minor penalty to the Lumberjacks. Matt from his own circle, ahead for Rux, tips it. Cloquet takes it away, sends it right back ahead. And Cloquet content just to dump it into the end. We're gonna get apparently no whistle. Very confused. Cloquet has the puck there, tipped away by Tony. Will starts ahead. Ruxin does get back on sides. Will down into the circle, hands for Tony. Backhander off the side of the net. Player out of the box, stretch pass, tipped. That'll end up in the corner. Had a guy out of the box streaking at the blue line. Sent ahead, that gets through everybody. Icing indicated. Cloquet's goaltender elects not to play it. Icing waved off, sent off the base of the net by Tony. Long pass. Tipped, he'll have to recover it himself. Centering attempt goes off of Max. Cloquet into the zone on the far side. Down to the corner, he turns. Sent back to the point. Shot from the slot, kicked aside. Cloquet picks this one up, back down into the slot. Shot, kick save from Chase. Cleared by Miles. Tony tries to sidestep a player there, loses control, and Cloquet will start right back into the zone. Down into the slot, shot, scores. Cloquet has extended the lead to 5-2 with 3:32 left in the second period. Sent into the Cloquet end. Played up the far wall. Out of the zone. That gets past Miles. Garrett over to cover up. Sent in towards the net. Jace tries to clear. Hits a Cloquet player. Shot on net. Declan fanned on the clearing attempt. Up the wall. That's held in at the point. Puck still bouncing around. Sent back in on Jace. He'll cover, and we'll get a whistle with 2:59 left in the second. Okay, possession off the draw. Shot from the dot. That whistle is wide. Bria picks it up on the half wall there, able to get it out. Sent back in, but they were offsides. Had not yet cleared the zone. So we will get a face-off just outside the Rails end. Cloquet takes possession off the draw. They'll dump it in. Miles hustles back, far corner. Ahead just too far for Declan. Cloquet will intercept. Miles takes it away, up for Will. He tips it to the blue line. Bria, with an extra effort, able to get it out. Cloquet right back into the zone, though. Stops along the half wall. Plays down into the corner. Garrett will force him down. That comes out front. Puck loose in the crease, and Jace does find it. Okay, possession off the draw. Centers. That goes off of Matt's skate and in. Centering attempt went off of Matt's skate and ended up in the back of the net. Score is now 6-2. Griff plays it ahead. Rocks overskated. Cloquet into the zone. Over to the far side. Back to the near side point. Poked by Griff. He's out of the zone. Over for Tony. Just too far. Sent out front. That's off a body and in. Tony with the goal from behind the net. That went off a Cloquet player and in. So we got two fluke goals back to back within 30 seconds of each other. 1:46 left in the second period. The Rails back within 3. Cloquet down into the zone, poked away. Rux has it at the blue line. He'll start ahead, looking for a pass. He loses it, goes into the near side. Pass to the far side there, chipped into the zone. Matt will collect at the half wall. Chips this ahead. That's intercepted before it gets to Tony. Cloquet walks into the slot, kick save. Rebound cleared aside by Jace. Cloquet has it back. Comes out front. Puck still bouncing around. Jace does find it. He holds up the glove saying, yes, I do have it. Thank you very much. 1:12 remains in the second. Jace on his belly finds that one and hangs on. One back by Cloquet, lofted wide of the net. Garrett ahead for Max. That went off the referee and skitters into the zone here for Cloquet. Up the near side wall, cleared all the way out. Miles has it, the red line, waiting. Sidesteps one, starts ahead, poked off his stick. Cloquet 3-on-1 as they enter the zone. Garrett the lone man back. Set aside, Garrett gets a stick on it there, forces it to the corner. Cloquet battling down there. Two Proctor players fall there. Jace with a poke check. Puts it back into the corner for Miles. 30 seconds left in the period. Comes back out front. Shot, kick save. Rebound off of Jace's pad into the corner.
Get him, Garrett.
Cloquet plays catch in behind the net. That comes all the way around. Held in at the point. Miles chips this one ahead for Will. 10 seconds left in the period here. Will tries to thread a pass through. Doesn't quite make it. Will now dumps it down in from the red line. 2 seconds. And that'll end the second period. Score 6-3 after 2. Shot totals in the second period. 18 for Cloquet for a second period save total for Jace of 14. 1 for Proctor for a second period save total for the Cloquet goaltender of 0, I guess. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Music.
All right, everybody, 15 minutes back on the clock. Third period about to start. Declan will be centering Max and Will. Matt and Gray at the points. Declan wins the draw. Matt clears it into the bench. That hits a Proctor player or 3. So with that, we're going to get a draw just outside the rail's end. Sent into the zone. Gray will be forced to retreat for it. Head for Will on the half wall there. Head up to Declan. Declan tries the toe drag. Battling for it still. Spurts free. Declan, almost got it through the skates there. Puck still bouncing around in the neutral zone. Okay, into the zone. Sent a soft shot in on net, stick save, and Jace will smother.
Change possession.
We're 39 seconds into the into this third period here. We'll get a defensive zone face-off to Jace's left. Declan wins for Will. Poke checked off his stick. Gray unable to clear. Shot goes off of Matt. Jace forces that one to the corner with the stick. Gray plays it ahead. Cloquet runs into the referee. I think he got stick checked. He looks to be in some discomfort. Matt picks this up just inside the line. Cloquet gets it back at the center ice line. They'll dump it into the corner. Gray slaps it off the near side corner. Will pick this one up. Hands over to Declan. Into the offensive zone, 1-on-4. Can't thread the needle. Max dumps it down to the corner. Will forces the issue there. Played up the wall. Defense is changing, so Cloquet out of the zone easily. Down into the offensive zone. Toe drags. Ends up in the end wall. Still battling in the corner. Lost it out front. Max battling there along the half wall. Cloquet walks away with it. Garrett gets it back. Sends it up. Held in at the point. Now finally cleared. Cloquet, rink wide to the near side. That goes too far. Miles able to chop it up and out. Lifts ahead for Will. Into the zone, 2-on-3. Will cross the blue line. Backhands one off a body. Cloquet starts back out. Lead pass misses the mark on the way down. Icing called. 12:42 remains in the third. Rails still trail by a score of 6-3. Gun in the corner. Bria sends it out front. Rux stops. Tries for a Mishi. That's cleared by Cloquet, and they're out of the zone with speed. Down the far wall. Poke check there, but he maintains possession. Rolls off the end of his stick to the near corner. Cloquet with possession again. Miles over for Garrett. Tips it to Bria, who clears the zone. Tony tries to take that one away. Sent ahead by Cloquet. They'll tip it to the far side, back into the zone. That one's backhanded down into the corner. Cloquet, the first one's on it in behind. Garrett runs into a player there. Cloquet to the high slot. Shot off the body, wide. Garrett battling along the wall there. He gets tackled. So Rails to the power play after that one. I don't know what the call was, but Matt down in the slot. Backhander on net. That gets under the goaltender. And the whistle blows. Nobody knew where it was. It was under the goalie's pad. Or curiously, 2 penalties on the board, both for 2 minutes. Cloquet wins the draw. They'll retreat behind the net. Curls in the corner. Loft high. That's held in by Miles at the point. He plays it down into the circle. Taken away. Cloquet able to take it ahead. They'll send it in. That's off the crossbar into the... Off the crossbar underneath Chase. He clears it over for Matt. Rocks down into the slot. He has his stick lifted. Puck goes into the corner. In behind, Garrett battling there for it. He sends one out front. That's intercepted. Okay, able to play it ahead. Played ahead by Miles. Garrett picks it up the blue line. He'll start ahead. 3-on-3 as they cross. Garrett from top of the circle fires wide of the net. Matt over on the near side. Settles it down. Sidesteps. Goes D to D. Miles from the slot. Shot. That misses wide. Garrett with the rebound scores. So that'll be Garrett with the power play goal to make it 6-4. Miles and Matt getting the assists on it. So they're calling it a double minor. Puck down into the zone. on net. That'll be covered. We'll get an offensive zone draw. Looks like we still have offensive zone draw here. Declan Rails still on the power play. Deck wins it back for Max at the point. Over to Gray. He fires one. That goes wide of the net. Bria from behind. Sends it out front. That's cleared behind. Cloquet has the possession again. Sends it ahead to the off a skate. Declan picks this up. Stops in the corner. Tony from a sharp angle. Off the goaltender. In the net. Tony from the goal line. Assists going to Declan and Bria. And the Rails are back within one. $10:01 left in the third period. Rails back within one on that power play goal. Sent ahead by Cloquet. Intercepted by Garrett. He plays it ahead. Bria tips it to the line, but not in. Tony now into the zone. Right back to the line. Tony sends it out front. Cloquet collects, and they're out of the zone quickly. That goes off a body into the corner. Garrett clears it up the wall. Cloquet will send it right back into the corner. Cloquet from the point. Shot. That goes wide of the net. They'll jump up from the blue line here. Skate it all the way down to the bottom of the circle. Stops. In behind the net. Flips it high over. Into the slot. Shot. Kick save from Jace. Forces it into the corner where Garrett picks it up. Garrett lifts it ahead out of the zone. Bria plays it ahead. Intercepted at the blue line by the Jacks. Garrett plays it right back towards the zone. Ruxin into the offensive zone. It's cleared again. Gray now with it. Plays it off the wall, up ahead. Cloquet in the neutral zone, takes it back. Puck squirts high into the zone. It's under Bria's skates. Gray now plays ahead. Cloquet down into the slot. Poke check there. They get it back. Shot from the circle into the net. And just like that, Cloquet's extended lead back to 2. Score is 7-5. 8:31 remaining in the third. Sorry, 7-5. Apologies. Cloquet takes possession off the draw. That's taken away by Declan. Tries to get ahead for Will. Cloquet will pick it up. Stretch pass to the far side. Kicked into the zone. Poke checked away, but Cloquet covers up. Griffin now. Fans on a clearing attempt. Gray plays it ahead. Drift to the far wall. Sent ahead by Cloquet. They're into the zone, down into the slot. Poke checked by Matt into the wall. Cloquet all the way rink wide to the near side. Down, bottom of the circle. Puck still loose. Declan he'll sidestep one. Starts ahead. Tries to feed Will. That goes off a skate. Cloquet will curl and start right back into the zone. Shot from the top of the circle. Glove. Held on to. 7:34 left in the third period. Defensive zone draw to the right of Jace. Cloquet around behind, got possession, near side circle, shot off the body. Sent back to the point. They'll settle it down. Sent towards the net, kick save from Jace, cleared to the wall. Tony tries to get it ahead, stick lifted, and right back down into the corner. Miles from behind the net, he protects. Sends it up near side. That's held in at the point. Shot from the high slot. Jace makes a pad save there. He'll smother. Got 6:59 left in the third. We'll get another defensive zone draw on that same right-hand side of Jace. Rocks it on the draw. That's one back by Cloquet. Far side point. He walks in. Shot from above the circle. Gloved and held on to. Cloquet. Back to the near point. Shot from there. That gets tipped. That's wide of the net. Okay, sends it back out to the far point. He'll walk down into the slot. Toe drags. Backhand shot. That gets traffic. Rebound. Scores. And just like that, the Rails now trail by 3. 6:33 left in the third. Cloquet takes possession into the zone. They'll play it down in the near side corner. Poke check off the stick by Miles. Off a body, Miles gets it back. Up the near wall, he tries to center. That's fanned on. Flutters into the zone. Garrett races, forces it down in behind. He'll clear it around the far wall. Bria up the wall, held in. Dump right back into the corner. That rim's near side. Miles up ahead. Knocked down at the half wall. Will now gets it there. He goes rink wide. Just too far for Bria. Dumped ahead. Garrett intercepts. Poked off his stick. Will covering up. Tries to dump it past. Doesn't quite get it there. Will steps into this one. Cloquet right into the zone here. Will takes it away just inside the blue line. Starts out. Rink wide pass. Intercepted. Played back to the blue line. He sidesteps into the zone now, near side. Bottom of the circle. Stops. Goes back into the circle. Centered. Tipped. That doesn't make it into the net. Comes back close in the crease. And covered. Puck was bouncing around. I couldn't quite tell if that made it in. We're going to call no goal. Face off to the near side. Matt from behind the net, ahead for Griff. He pushes this to the middle out of the zone. Cloquet takes it away, back in. Down to the near side, drop pass to the blue line, back down to the half wall. Matt up to the line, but not out. Cloquet walks in, shot, that goes off a couple of bodies. Rebound attempt. Squirts through Jason into the net. 4:39 left in the third. Cloquet has extended their lead to 9-5. Cloquet down the far wall. Tries to toe drag around Gray. That's forced to the corner. Battling there. Around behind the net. To the near wall. Puck cleared to the wall. Tony has it there. He looks. Ahead for Ruck. Out of the zone with speed. He reaches the red line. Dumps it in. Looks for a line change. Played ahead. Matt will hop on this one. He runs into a player there. Knocked down. Cloquet starts ahead. Down into the slot. Gets in behind the D. Griff with a great back check there. Jace able to cover up. Not much of a shot on net. We're going to get a minor penalty on Gray. Garrett off the draw, rims it all the way around. That's going to come all the way down. Cloquet goaltender sets it up for his teammate. Stretch pass out of the zone. In the zone, poke checked away by Miles. He tries to clear off the glass. That's held in. Cloquet still with it. Miles battling, sends it up. That gets out of the zone. Cloquet goaltender back out, will drop it into the corner. Declan rides his man into the wall. Played ahead, rink wide, sent into the zone. Miles, the first one on it there. Just missed Declan on the centering pass. Cloquet curls in their own end, sends it ahead. 38 seconds left in that minor penalty to Gray. Cloquet down in, bottom of the circle, on front. Kick save from Jace. Rebound pushed wide of the net. Cloquet regains possession from the half wall, sent in behind. Garrett will be the first one there. He'll pick it up and start skating. Poke checked off his stick right inside the line. Jack sent it in. That misses wide of the net. Miles tries to clear up the wall. Held in at the point. They'll walk down the wall. Shot on net, saved by Jace. Will now has possession. Gray back out of the box. Will sees Gray streaking out of the box, tries to lift it ahead. Great change. Jack's down into the slot, centered. Shot, poke checked away. Puck still bouncing around. It's in the crease. Two players from the Rails run into each other. Centering pass there gets Max out of the zone. Will picks that one up. 3-on-2 with the trailer. Will down into the circle. Sidesteps, loses possession. Max, shot wide of the net. Will takes a look as he gets to the corner. Forces it back down behind. Pass near side from Cloquet. Gets it out of the zone. Miles steps up, tries to take it away. Keeps the puck out of the zone. Finally does force it in. Miles to the line. Rux gets it out. That stretch pass for Tony doesn't quite connect. And the Rails, or the Jacks will start back in. Pass over to the slot. Pass back, forwarded by Garrett. Poke check from Jace in the crease. Ruxin tries to hit Tony. That goes past him. Not going to make it for icing. Cloquet places it in the corner. He blows a tire. They'll cover up, send it back up the half wall. Headman pass takes him out of the zone into the offensive zone. Down the far side circle. In behind, wraparound attempt off the pad. Rebound pushed wide of the net. Ruxin in behind, bumps there. Gray trying to battle for it. Puck still in behind the net. Cloquet comes away with it, steps out front. Matt poke checks it away. Cloquet gets it back in the slot. Backhand attempt wide of the net. Cloquet tries to force it back out front. Couple of pokes at it there. Puck still loose. Cloquet shoots. Kick save from Jace. Comes to the near side wall. Back down the circle. Shot. Saved. Cleared to the wall. Tony trying to battle. Cloquet steps up from the line. Puck held in. Down the wall, sent to the slot. Gray is going to slap at this one, send it all the way down. 3 seconds left, and that'll do it for the game. Rails fall by a score of 9-5 tonight. Third period shot totals for Cloquet, 14 for third period save total for Jace of 11. Third period shot total for the Rails, 5 for a third period save total for the Cloquet goaltender of 3. Game save total for Jace, 32. Cloquet Lumberjacks goaltender, game save total of 6. Again, Rails falling 9-5. They'll be back in action Tuesday night, 6:30. We'll be at Amsoil Arena playing the Greyhounds of Duluth East. Hope to see you then.